Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do our Jamaican fruit cake. So I've had persons tell me that they've tried to make fruit cakes on their own and it didn't turn out good. Sometimes it turned out hard. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I make mine and the recipe that I use.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing.
So the first thing that I do is I prepare my raisins, or I prepare my fruits. So I prepare my fruits like months in advance, and sometimes I run out of fruits. So I'm going to show you guys how I prepare it if I run out of fruits. So what I did is I poured a cup of rum on the rum that I already had in this container, which was 1 cup of rum and a cup of red label wine. I put it in a pot and I let it steam for a bit so that the rum is infused in the fruits. So it's raisins and mixed peel. Turn on the fire real low underneath the fruits and just let it marinate for 5 minutes. But after I do that, I just cover the pot and let it marinate for the rest of the 5 minutes. Alright, so while it's marinating, I'm gonna do my dry ingredients. So what I do is I add 2.5 cups of flour into my strainer, and then I add 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then sieve all the dry ingredients together in the strainer. What this does is make the cake hairy and light. Add 2.5 cups to 3 cups of blended fruits. Then I mix all of my dry ingredients together, ensure that it's all infused in the flour. And then I start working on my butter. For the butter, it is 1.5 cups of unsalted butter. That's what I use. Or you can use 1.5 sticks of butter. Then I add 2 cups of brown sugar and mix the sugar and butter together. You can use a mixer to do this, but I'm not doing a lot of cakes, so I'm just gonna use my hand. If you guys would like to see the written recipe, you can go and follow me on Instagram. I have it written there. So I just mix the butter and the sugar all together until it's all soft. Then I go on to my eggs. So I use 8 eggs, 8 large eggs, and there I add a teaspoon of lime juice to the eggs to ensure that after the cake is baked, it doesn't have like a raw egg taste to it. And I just whisk all of the eggs together with a fork. After doing that, I gradually add the egg to my sugar and butter mix and mix them together. This is self-explanatory, but I'm still just telling you guys what I'm doing. So after doing that, I add my browning to the mixture that I just made. And to this, I add 8 tablespoons of browning. Then I move on to my fruits that I blended. Then I added a tablespoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of rose water. And then I measure 2 to 3 cups of this mixed fruits and add it to the batter that I made. And just mix everything together manually with a spoon. If you want your cake to be thick or have that heavy texture, you can just lightly blend out the fruit. So what I'm gonna do right now is add the flour to my liquid mixture, and I'm gonna gradually put the flour into the mixture and stir it in one direction, anti-clockwise, and then I fold it in. So I'm just gonna let you guys see what I'm doing. I stir and then I kind of cut it in to the middle. Try not to overwork the mixture. Just lightly mix the flour in until all the flour that you add to your batter is completely dissolved, and then stop mixing. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. After you do that, put in your foil tin or your baking tin and let them get hot. Take them out and grease the bottom and around the edges of your baking tin to ensure that your cake doesn't stick. Pour your mixture in, shake it, make sure that it is level, and also tap it on the counter to ensure that there's no air bubble in the middle or the bottom or on the top of your cake before you put it into your oven. After you put your cakes in the oven, put a foil tin or a baking tin with water underneath your cakes. This will prevent them from drying out or burning. Leave your cakes to bake for 1 hour and 30 minutes. You can pull them out after 1 hour and 30 minutes and test them by sticking a knife in the center of the cake. If the knife comes out clean, then it's ready. If it comes out with cake on it, put it back into the oven and let it stay there for at least 6 more minutes, and then it should be good to go. This is what my cake is looking like. I went ahead and sprayed it with rum and red label wine mixed together, and I did it while it was hot, just so that the rum and the red label wine will soak up in the cake. I also cut it while it was hot so you guys could see how it looks. If you like this video and it was helpful to you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave it down in the comment section below if you guys tried to bake the cake and it was successful to you. And I'll see you guys in another video.
The path that we believe in, no, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on.